Where and how did the meeting take place? The meeting was held last night in Davos, Switzerland, within a high-level international setting where global political and economic leaders usually convene. It took the form of an official diplomatic dinner and formal discussion aimed at strengthening political ties and opening new channels of strategic engagement. What was the purpose of the meeting? In short, the core objective was the pursuit of international recognition for Somaliland. The meeting formed part of broader efforts in which Israel is reportedly supporting Somaliland's bid for formal recognition, especially amid recent developments suggesting Israel's growing role in advancing this agenda. What issues were discussed? The two sides discussed prospects for strategic cooperation between Israel and Somaliland across several key sectors, including security and defense, technology and agriculture, water and healthcare, energy and mineral resources, as well as future people-to-people relations and trade. The meeting was described as a significant step that could open new doors for mutually beneficial strategic partnerships. How does this affect the geopolitics of the Horn of Africa? From a global strategic perspective, Somaliland occupies a highly sensitive location along the Gulf of Aden and the Red Sea, close to the Bab al-Mandab Strait, one of the world's most vital maritime choke points linking Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. From this angle, Israel views Somaliland as a potential gateway for expanding its regional influence, especially amid growing competition over maritime security and international trade routes. Link to wider Middle Eastern conflicts. Any deepening of ties between Israel and Somaliland signals an expansion of Israel's regional footprint beyond the traditional Middle East. Since 2023, it has become increasingly clear that Middle Eastern tensions are spilling over into the Horn of Africa, influencing alliances, rivalries, and geopolitical calculations across the region. How could Somalia be affected? The federal government of Somalia has previously and strongly condemned Israel's engagement with Somaliland, labeling it illegal and a direct threat to Somalia's unity and territorial integrity. Following the Davos meeting, Mogadishu may take additional measures to defend its national interests, including intensifying diplomatic outreach to the international community, particularly the African Union and the United Nations, and strengthening internal political dialogue initiated by the President to unify national positions against fragmentation. What could Somaliland gain from the meeting? For Somaliland, the potential gains include progress towards international recognition, enhanced political and economic cooperation, and access to development opportunities and security support from Israel and possibly other states in the future. There are also discussions suggesting Somaliland's interest in securing military basing rights or strategic security access in Somaliland, an arrangement that could strengthen maritime security oversight, according to reports by outlets such as Somalia Today. Public perception. The meeting has triggered intense public debate with strong divisions between supporters of Somaliland's recognition and those firmly opposed to it. The airspace management question. A key question raised recently is if Somalia controls its airspace, how did it fail to detect or prevent the travel of Somaliland's president? In reality, Somalia holds legal, de jure authority over its airspace, but lacks full, effective de facto control due to limited technical and political capacity. Somalian officials often depart from airports not directly linked to Mogadishu and do not seek authorization from the federal government, as they view themselves as an independent authority. The issue is not the absence of awareness, but rather the absence of enforceable tools to block such travel without triggering broader risks. Final conclusion. International recognition of Somaliland cannot be achieved through a single meeting or the backing of one state alone. It can only become possible if Somalis themselves reach a comprehensive internal consensus. If Somalia is to succeed in preserving its unity, it must unify its political vision, reduce internal divisions, and function as a capable, coherent state, able to protect its sovereignty and national interests.